Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there. Stop at the 19. So Boise State's offense is on the field for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Takes the grab on the left. And they'll move the chains.
Running back at slot receiver, boy.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Red behind the line. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Oh, they're in zone. They're blitzing.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's down to 22. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
Well, you know this offense defensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game of points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go defense.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out. First time they've had the ball today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks. They came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making checks. Toss sweep right. Oh, he's got a chance.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the fullback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Wiley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. from the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Brings into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd when you're trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He's not going to make it. What a job on the defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. They go to the ground. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job.
Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up. They come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and, man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing to the right. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Broncos. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out, were able to scoop it, score? That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. He makes the catch along the sideline, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. Third down coming up.
Love the effort. Tried the toe tap. At the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking completion.
The blue turret. Long way.
Hey. What is it? Oh, will you bring it up here? Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go back out.
Okay.
Third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Boise State has it back ready to go to work on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Takes a handoff. It's Riley. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's St. Clair. The short hands, it's Williams. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Bates. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, and a nice stop here.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Right in the middle, it's Washington. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's open on the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's...
Throws for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. It's the only way you can win.
There he goes! A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. And And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Broncos are on the move. To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Broncos line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this. And a heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down to 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off the RPO, complete. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Fights off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Off play action. He unleashes a long one. Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Iron. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He wants to change this route. They'll toss it to the left. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bates. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he's happy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play first.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to the period of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That's caught. It's Williams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might be.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Let's go. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And the Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Williams. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
There's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the run, fires downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this quarter.
Touchdown,
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by just 2 over UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish back on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence.
Lost one deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Here comes the 2-point try.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous to catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hit. Turning it off! Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And the Broncos come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll run the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. Great place to start for this offense.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And they didn't need the extra point, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you can bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here.